Do I look like I've got a Christmas tree coming out the top of my head? My poor old fairy there's seen a lot of better days. I'd like to thank you for your Christmas cards. I've got a couple and I'm very grateful. But we have decided this year that we are doing, well, we have done a donation to the Salvation Army. I love Christmas cards. I miss not having them, but it's so expensive these days. You know, time you pay for your card. Let's chill that down a bit. Ooh, too close to me. Time you pay for your cards and your postage. Postage is very expensive. So this year we've done a nice donation to the Salvation Army. They can help homeless people, elderly people, whoever. You know, somebody might get a nice meal, a hot blanket, hot drink, anything, you know. So that is what we've done today. Anyway, I'm going to put this on the beginning of my next video or the end of my next video. Hopefully, I'm going to make one. I've tied my hair up. Oh, look at this grey. I've tied my hair up because it wants cutting and it's out here now. I look like Whoopi Goldberg on a very bad day. So, hope you're ready for Christmas. Peter's outside at the moment chatting, so I've rushed on quickly. Not at all like Christmas, is it? Oh, got messages coming through. That's about a doll for sale, actually. Dare I? Yeah, maybe. I'll look. It's very cheap. Might be too cheap, but I think it's got a bit of work needs doing on it. We'll see. Yeah. Hopefully he go fishing tomorrow. Then I can make more for this video. He's had a bad foot, so I've not been able to come on here. He's been home for 2 weeks, and it's driving me insane. We've driven each other insane, and we both need space away from each other. So anyway, I'll say bye-bye for now. I'm going to go and see what this doll's like. Can't afford one. That's why I'm looking at a cheap one. But anyway, it's Christmas. Yeah. Doesn't seem like it, does it? Anyway, see you soon. Bye-bye. Good morning. Yay, I'm back. Peter's gone fishing at last. Oh my goodness. Yeah, he's been home for 2 weeks with a bad foot. And I can honestly say we are just about ready to kill each other. Oh, it's been so hard work. Yeah, but never mind. He's gone fishing. I do love him lots. Just as well, isn't it? Do you know, I saw Suzanne's video yesterday and she was talking about when her and her husband was first married. And they lived in a bedsit, and I'm thinking, oh yeah, I can remember that, young love, when you can't be apart and you live in one room. Now my bungalow's not big enough. Oh, I sound mean and horrible, don't I? He's had a bad foot, and I have looked after him. He's gone fishing because he knows we need space. His foot is still bad, but if he doesn't go, he's never going to go. Oh my goodness me. Yeah. Annie. Got my lovely Annie. Got my Annie. Yeah, she's going to be changed. And I'm going to do a tag while I'm changing her. Now, I'm going to take her shoesies off and her sockies off. Yeah. Oh. I watched Susie Q's video. I'm way behind. I'm watching videos all over the place, in any order, any which way they come to me. Excuse me, I've got to turn the heating down just a second. turn it off for a minute. You wouldn't believe the chaos we've had here. Peter always likes a hot water bottle, you know, the good old-fashioned rubber hot water bottles. He won't have an electric blanket in case he gets electrocuted. Yeah. Talk about a worry wart. Anyway, he has a hot water bottle and decided to burst last night. So now I've got a soaking wet bed, a soaking wet mattress, which you can't... The old-fashioned mattresses you could flip, couldn't you? Do you remember those ones? Yeah, not these. You can't flip them, as they've got a padded top on, that high on top of the actual mattress. So, where anybody's sleeping tonight is, your guess is as good as mine. Because I can't see it drying, quite honestly. But there you go. I'll do my best. And we will just have to see if it dries. But we don't have any spare beds in my house. No spare beds. So, good job I got a big sofa, isn't it? But we will see. I'm going to hang that on the crib out of the way. Right. Now, I bought Annie this off of eBay. Isn't that lovely? It's... Well, you can see, can't you? It's got this lovely, it's pink, very pale pink, this grey pattern, pom-poms on, and a little bow, and it's got like little stitches of white all the way through it. Hopefully it'll fit her. It's 0 to 3 months, but it's looking short. I've lost my words, excuse me, it's just going to be one of those days. Even though he's not here, it's going to be one of those days. And I haven't bought a pair of scissors in. That's it. Oh. Yeah. So, I'm going to do a tag. You lay there for a minute, darling. Well, might as well give you a pal, don't we? Take up a bit more time, won't it? Oh. I've got a cup of hot chocolate with me in my lovely cup. Nobody's perfect except my mum cup that my youngest daughter bought me. And now I'm going to find this tag. I took a photo of it today. Bear with me. 2 minutes. There it is. And it's Mia's tag. Apparently, I haven't seen your video, Mia, so I do apologise. As I say, I'm way behind. Number 1, it's 10 questions about Christmas. And it's this or that. Now, Christmas movies, which would you prefer? It's A Wonderful Life or Home Alone? I like both. I think Home Alone is because it reminds me of when my children were small and we all watched it together. I did watch it again the other day. I had a special deal on Disney movies, which I took out, which is now run out. So I'm not really doing that, but yeah, so that was good. So I was able to watch a few of the Disney films. And so I did watch Home Alone. Peter's favourite would be, all the time, every time, it would be It's a Wonderful Life. Good old-fashioned black and white film. Very entertaining. It's quite good. In fact, I had a lovely little video of my youngest granddaughter, or youngest grandchild, the other day. And she was standing by her Christmas tree and she rang the bell and she said, every time a bell rings, an angel gets his wings. And I thought, oh, I melted. Yeah, I melted. She is so sweet. Well, they all are, aren't they? Oh, that's my little Adelaide, my youngest granddaughter. Number 2, gift bags or wrapping paper. Well, at the moment, for the last 2 years, I've had to do neither or neither. Because of COVID, they're getting all their presents sent direct from Amazon, and their mums wrap them up, and that's it. Oh, I'm missing it. I'm missing it a lot. I'm missing everything. And it'll still be the same. It's still the same this year. Because of Pete's paranoia, we won't be seeing anybody again this Christmas. Yeah. You could cry, really, couldn't you, with it all? But just the way it is, and it's just the way he is. Nothing I can do about it. Oh, I'll tell you this quickly. I dropped my Pyrex jug out the cupboard the other day, and of course it's smashed absolutely everywhere. Yeah. Peter insisted on cleaning. He took over from me clearing it all up. He took over and had to clean the whole kitchen in case I was trying to kill him with glass in his food. And all my new potatoes got thrown away, even the ones still in the bag because they were in the kitchen. It is just so... It's not easy. It is not easy, but... Yeah. Right. Christmas tag. Number 3. Hot cocoa or eggnog? Well, I've never had eggnog in my life. Never. Ever, ever, ever. And I don't drink cocoa, but I drink hot chocolate. Yeah, cocoa is too strong for me. The actual old-fashioned cocoa is too strong. And I haven't bought you any mitts, but never mind. Right, number 4, artificial or live Christmas tree. Well, now we have an artificial tree. For years, when the girls were small, we had real Christmas trees. That was Peter's thing. Every year, he would take the girls, because he worked for himself. He was a landscape gardener before he retired. And when the girls were growing up, he took them every year in his truck. They used to get all dressed up nice and warm with their wellies on in his big truck. And he would take them to... a farmer friend of his who sold Christmas trees. So Peter used to buy 2 Christmas trees from him, and the girls used to go with him in the dark, tramping through these fields. Oh, I can't do these buttons up. And dig up 2 Christmas trees. Now these Christmas trees were always massive. Always. He used to buy these trees, bring them home, and they used to be so big, these blooming trees. We had one in the front room and one in the back room, so one in the lounge and one in the dining room. And he would put them in the pots outside, with all the soil and everything else, drag them through the house because they were so heavy he couldn't lift them, leaving a trail of mud and pine needles absolutely everywhere. And we had this every year, on the way in and on the way out. We had a big mud, needles, everything. So, but they loved it. It was great fun. And then as they got older, we decided we was getting an artificial tree. I think it was after I got fed up with moaning. Yeah, I do moan because it's me that has to clear it up. So I did have a little moan. And now, I don't know why, now he wouldn't dream of it. And it's not because of me moaning. It's because he wouldn't have the mess himself now. But he would do it every year for the girls, and they loved it. So then one year, when we still had Woolworths. Oh, God, I miss Woolworths. I think we still got it in other countries. All our Woolworths stores closed down a few years ago, and Woolworths was part of my childhood growing up. And Yeah, we bought a big tree from Woolworths, and we still got it. That's the one we're still using now. And I remember Woolworths when I was little. I was only small, and sorry if I'm going on, but you know I haven't spoken to you for absolutely ages. I haven't spoken to anyone except Peter for ages. And my nan and granddad, it was only me and my sister then. The boys hadn't been born, my brothers. So they used to save up little bags of sixpences. And we used to go and buy everybody's presents with those, the whole family. With these little bags of sixpences in Woolworths. I absolutely miss Woolworths so much. But there you go. I get sidetracked, so I'm sorry about that. Number 5, coloured lights, Christmas lights, white or multicoloured. I've got multicoloured. I love any lights. I do. I love Christmas lights. But I've got multicoloured on my tree, and I've got multicoloured outside my front door. I've got a big hydrangea and some bushes next to it, and I've got lights on there. Not a lot, just a few. And that's what I have every year. So, where are we? Number 6. No, we've done 6. Number 7, ugly Christmas sweaters or matching Christmas pyjamas. I've had neither or neither. I've never had a Christmas jumper in my life. I've never had Christmas pyjamas. Yeah. No, never had. So I can't say that because I've never had it. If I were to have it, I probably wouldn't get a jumper because I get so hot. So cardigan, you know, ladies, certain times of the year, or certain times of the month, even still, you know, with your hormones, even though my baby days are long gone, you get very warm sometimes. So I couldn't be putting a jumper on and off my head, no. So, and I don't wear pyjamas, I wear nighties. Christmas nightie might be quite good. Not that anyone will ever see it, but there you go. Top of the tree, star or angel? Well, I've got my fairy. I always call her a fairy. I don't know why. She probably is an angel. And she's been... Oh, there's a starling on my fence. We never see starlings anymore. Oh. And my cat's asleep. That's all right. Yeah, we always call her a fairy. Now, that fairy came, I think, before we had the girls. I got that fairy. She's a real tatty old thing. You would have seen her in my... I'm going to put a little bit on the beginning of this video and you will see... Hopefully you might see the top of my tree. And she is a wreck. And I said I'm going to replace her. And my girls went mad. Even though they no longer live here and they've got their own children and they haven't lived here for a lot of years. They don't want me buying a new one. So, yeah, there she goes. Every year. Squished up, squashed up. Manky old fairy. She has to come out. So, I've done those in the wrong order. And then it should be the Christmas jumper. Number 8. Hosting or visiting for the holidays. Oh, well, because of COVID, neither. Yeah, sad, isn't it? I used to do a big buffet every Christmas and have my stepdaughter and her family up. And my other girls don't come anymore because, well, actually, my oldest daughter, she used to come up Christmas Eve with the kids, and I used to do a little bit then. And they used to come Christmas Day, but they were so tired after being to their other nan and granddads all day. So that stopped, and you know, my stepdaughter who's older, she would invite us down like the day after Boxing Day for a few years and running and do a spread, and that was lovely. I couldn't drink because I used to I would drive home. Trouble is, where she lives, it's all 2-hour parking, so I used to have to keep going out and moving the car. But even so, it was still lovely. And they used to come to us on New Year. But as I say, yet again, nothing this year. So, yeah, so both. I liked hosting and I liked visiting. Christmas canes, candy canes, you know, the little candy canes right in your bed. Or Christmas chocolate. You know me, chocolate all the time. And who's been eating the Christmas chocolates already? Yep. Now I'll let you into a secret. You know the tubs of chocolate. Buy the tubs of chocolate at Christmas. I ate half a tub and told Peter it was really low weight. I said, you don't get many of them. Don't get many in there for your money. And that was after I bought a box off of eBay of the same chocolates and topped it up. Then ate half the box that was left over and started on that box. Oh, God, I am terrible. I am real. You know, if they had, what do they call it? Instead of AA meetings, I should go to Chocolate Anonymous meetings. I am so bad. If it's there, I eat it. So now we've got half a box. Well, it's about a third of another box because we've eaten the other box on top, what you're standing on, and 2 full boxes that are sealed. Now, previous years, I've been known to take that sellotape off, eat some chocolates and reseal it. I am really, but you wouldn't believe how bad I am, but there you go. That's my awful tale, my confession. Right, I think the last one is Christmas music, Mariah Carey or, and I can't read the last word, I think it's Michael Bublé. Now, let's put my phone down. I don't think I've ever heard Mariah Carey. She is not something that I would listen to. Forgive me if I'm wrong, but is she in the UK much? I don't know. I wouldn't know. Michael Bublé, yeah, quite pleasant. But I would go, if I'm listening to Christmas music, it's got to be Wizard or it's got to be Slade or, you know, the old ones. Yeah, and it's not Christmas. I like a bit of Christmas Elvis at Christmas and, excuse me, and things like that. So here we go. There's Annie, all dressed, all done. And what am I going to do with my wet bed? I don't know. I've padded it with a towel, as you do, soaking up most of it. Stripped it, obviously, had to be stripped. But I can't see it drying, and it's right in the middle of the blooming bed. It's not even at one side. So, I don't know what I am going to do, apart from turning the heating up and hoping for the best. I could put a hairdryer on it, but my hairdryer isn't very powerful. And I'd have to stand there all day probably with this hairdryer. So I don't know. Yeah. Right. It depends how Pete's foot's going today. Whether I'll be back or not. Fingers crossed he might decide to fish on Friday. He did say Friday. But I don't know, because, you know, it just depends. So if I don't get back before Christmas, have a lovely time. I'll show you the rest of the babies while I'm here, while I've got you captured. And hopefully you're still with me as I've been 21 minutes of waffling. And there's little Annie, there she goes. See, 0 to 3 months, and that's quite tight on her. She usually wears 1 month's clothing. So, there you go. Look over here. Doesn't she look stinking cute, my Lily? Look at her in this pram suit. She reminds me so much. You know when your kids are little and they have to grow into this. They have to grow into everything. Look how lovely she is. Ivy Rose there. The girls here. I've just taken Annie out the car seat there. And look over in the basket. Hello, Bobby. Billy's still asleep. Billy's asleep? Yeah. So, there we are. There we are. And I'm going to leave you. I've got to go. I have loads of work to do today. Don't know where I'm going to start. Don't know where I'm going to finish. But before all this, with the first hot water bottle, I was going to do so much. But, you know, there you go. These things are sent to try us, aren't they? Right. Hopefully I'll see you soon. And goodness, how well done if you stuck it to the end. Very well done. And I'll speak to you soon. Hopefully. Bye-bye.